Going on, Jerome's. So we as Vikings fans, as well as the NFL nation writ large, are completely immersed in Josh Dobbs mania, aka the Pastronaut, has really taken over the airwaves and the bandwidth of Vikings and NFL fans the last couple weeks. But we want to know, like, Josh Dobbs is great. I do think the Vikings offense could do some great things with Josh Dobbs. I think that this team So his passing ability, his improvisation, his running ability, it's all beautiful, man. And Kevin O'Connell is learning how to utilize him. But where would he rank right now in terms of quarterback rankings? Because this is a great, like, barroom conversation. Like, who's better, Dak or Jared Goff? Like, first off, who cares? Second of all, it's still fun conversation, right? The whole memes and tropes are right. Like, a group of guys and a couple beers can get together and literally just name off names of like old football players and just have a great old time. Be like, hey, Leroy Horde. Good times, man. But where would Josh Dobbs rank now? I'm putting aside past history. I'm putting aside what's going to happen in the future. I'm putting aside contracts and everything like that. If you had one game to win this week, who do you trust at quarterback? That is the genesis of these rankings. So starting at the bottom, now we're here at 32. Well, I could list a Georgia quarterback, I guess, but whatever. So basically, this is the bottom, and this is relatively amorphous, and I don't care. So Tommy DeVito. Of the Giants at the bottom, Mac Jones, Zach Wilson, Jake Browning. Again, also these are starting quarterbacks right now. So Joe Burrow is out, just like how we're not including Kirk Cousins in this list. Desmond Ridder, who, I mean, Heineke popped a hamstring, didn't he? There you go. Either way, Heineke would be down here too. Bryce Young, DTR, Justin Fields, Jordan Love, Aiden O'Connell, Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett's bad, man. Baker. This could be Kyle Trask too. I don't care. Will Levis, Minshew, as well as Jameis. Although I will say that Jameis, he does give the Saints a chance, and we said that on Sunday, where Derek Carr going out was probably the best thing that could happen to the Saints' chances of that game, because Derek Carr was not going to lead them back, but Jameis Winston's high variance style gave them a shot, and he certainly did at the end. But then there's this whole second tier of players. Now, some of these will be controversial. So actually. There we go. So some of these are going to be controversial because Trevor Lawrence, I understand pedigree. I understand he's going to get paid. But right now he's not playing very well. And Doug Peterson has said that health is an issue because, again, all we're talking about is winning a game today. Not how is he going to be in the future, not what's his contract, etc. Stafford right now working through that thumb issue, coming off bye. Hopefully he is good to go because Daddy needs some points from freaking Cooper Kupp, man. That's a noted fantasy strategy. Early on in the season, start trading for guys who are injured or underperforming, and then hopefully they can crescendo later in the season. We're still waiting. Josh Allen, this might be too high for Josh Allen because I understand, like, he's seen as a MVP adjacent type player. He's playing terribly right now. He really is, and he is beating this team. He's leading the league in interceptions, and one of the big reasons, I understand, like, the Bills' offense is great in all these analytics, but just black and white football, taking care of it and making the correct reads, like, he's not doing good right now. Geno's been hot and cold. Herbert. So Herbert's got issues around him. Frankly, I think Herbert's playing better than his ranking right now, but, I mean, too many injuries at receivers, too many drops, all that stuff. Kyler. I mean, you saw Kyler against the Falcons, like, it's unorthodox. He makes plays off script. He makes fun plays with his legs. He's not afraid. He's not scared. I actually really like Kyler, man. I know that he gets a bad rap, but I actually like Kyler. Jared Goff. So Goff, in the top 10 adjacent, that's fine. I mean, is he a cog in the system? Sure. But also, like, do you trust him in a big-time spot? I don't know, man. I don't know. So into the top 10. Dak, Prescott. So, again, we're trying to put aside previous bias where Dak has been terrible, but Dak has been pretty damn good as of late, so we'll include him in the top 10, sure. Next up, number 9, Brock Purdy. So, like I said, like, Purdy, like, he was not great against the Vikings, but, they're going to blame it on his concussion, even though he cleared it by the next day. The Niners did stop a 3-game skid by taking the bang thing, putting the bang thing on the Jaguars, and Purdy, We said this before. Like Purdy is very good in what they're asking him to do. He's distributing the football. Does he get bailed out sometimes? Does he throw some errant, interceptable balls? But Kittle and Debo and Ayuk bail him out sometimes. And McCaffrey, yes. But also, he doesn't have to be that guy in that offense, and he's perfectly suited for what Kyle Shanahan is asking him to do right now. Next up, number 8. Russell Wilson. So now, I understand this is going to be controversial because Russell was so terrible last year, but Russ Wilson is playing some damn good football right now. He played a great game against the Bills, was solid against the Chiefs, and taking care of the football. 104 quarterback rating, 18 picks, 18 picks on Sunday night, 18 touchdowns, 4 picks. Russell Wilson is actually playing really well, and people don't want to give him credit because Russell's weird. Also, that trade is stupid. That contract is stupid. And last year he was ass, but this year he's playing pretty good. 7, slinging Sam Howell. Like Sam Howell's like an upgraded Jameis. Like Sam Howell has no offensive line. Sam Howell has Bieniemy saying just fire that effing pigskin like it's Varsity Blues, and he's getting it done. And frankly, I mean, they should have held on against the Seahawks on Sunday. But Sam Howell. Again, I don't know yet if Sam Howell is a good quarterback. I'm leaning towards yes, but I actually respect the fact that he does not give a fudge. And again, our parameters for this ranking are you got to win one game. And I think Sam Howell does give you a chance. Next up, number 6, Josh Dobbs. I'm going to put Dobbs at 6, and I understand small sample size. I understand, is this sustainable? I understand, he's been a journeyman backup his entire career. Well, he's never been in as good of a situation as he is with the Vikings. An offensive-minded head coach who's going to cater to his skill set. You have one of the best offensive lines in the game. You have the best wide receiver in the National Football League coming back in Justin friggin' Jefferson. You have a top 2 tight end, and he might not be 2 in Hawkinson. Jordan Addison's the best rookie wide receiver. And also you have a opportunistic defense on the opposite side of you, ready to give you the rock back. What more do you want? I mean, Josh Dobbs is in a perfect situation, and he's playing some great football. And again, you can look a gift horse in the mouth all you want, but Josh Dobbs is absolutely balling out, man. He's getting after it. And yes, I would take him right now. One game over Brock, over Russell Wilson, over Prescott, over guys like Herbert and Josh Allen. I would. I absolutely would. Again, we're not talking about the future. We're not talking about this. One game. Who do you trust for one game? I'm rolling with Josh Dobbs. Also, number 5, C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud, well, he's got Offensive Rookie of the Year on lock, but he should be in the MVP conversation. And the Texans roster is feisty. I think the Texans roster is certainly overachieving right now, and a big reason is number 7. I mean, C.J. Stroud is playing phenomenal ball right now. Next up, number 5, Lamar. Actually, let's just reveal. All right, so Mahomes 1, Tua at 2. I think Tua is doing also big props to me for spelling Tagovailoa without using spell check. His brother's fantastic too. But Tua in the Dolphins offense, I mean, is it to a degree sort of like Brock Purdy where all you have to do is distribute the football? Yes, but also Tua is taking shots downfield. Tua is making things happen. And, I mean, last year, before Tua had his concussions, what's up, Sylvia? Tua was playing at an MVP adjacent level. I think that he's in that conversation this time around. And Jalen Hurts, I mean, Hurts isn't as good as he was last year, but he's still pretty damn good. And Lamar Jackson, so fits and starts in that offense with Todd Monken, but overall, I really like the way that Lamar Jackson taking command of that offense. He's earning that contract extension. So, I mean, for me right now, again, our power rankings, if you got to win one game, I'm taking Josh Dobbs, but only behind Mahomes, Tua, Hurts, Lamar, and C.J. Stroud. And you could say that's purple Kool-Aid or whatever, but tell me with a straight face that you would take Dak or Purdy or Josh Allen or Justin Herbert right now over the way that Josh Dobbs is playing in this offense. I don't know, man. But that's it. The most accurate quarterback power rankings in the known universe. If you disagree with any one of the rankings, you're wrong. How's it feel? Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.